So basically, so this is what I do. So music programming. So you know how in everything in life you have to put things together, right? But you want to put things together so that they basically tell a story, have some kind of effect, right? Somebody put this room together. You see the paintings. This is all intentional. The books. This is intentional and functional also. Even the way look at the way that we're seated and we're able to have a conversation. Somebody thought of that. Somebody said, okay, I'm going to design a room that can have vibes, it can have low light, and that people can circle and eat and talk about life, but at the same time it can be quiet and they can study. You know, so there's a lot of layers and thought into how something gets put together. And when you put together anything, you guys do like English classes? So it's like composition, you have to do essays or anything like that? And you have a beginning, you have a climax, and then you have a conclusion. Even when you watch a movie or you listen to a song, you'd be like, this is trash. You know why you say this is trash? Because you don't like the way it was put together, right? So basically what I do is like what a writer does for words, right? Or a coder does with code, right? Because you want input, output. You put something and then you want a certain effect, right? I put together music so that people can have certain feelings. Maybe the feelings makes them want to dance, maybe it makes them miss the 4th grade, like, oh man, that was my jam in the 4th grade. You know what I mean? Like we used to do the Dougie like every, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? And so that feels called nostalgia. You ever heard the word nostalgia? Yeah. Yeah. So that's or make them feel in love, maybe, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Or make them feel motivated to go work out, you know what I mean? So you're like, work hard, play hard, you know, so workout playlist, etc., etc. So that's what I do, is I use music or songs, artists, even, you know why I was asking you those questions about the thing? I was doing homework. When I was asking which songs you like, I wasn't asking you, because it's important, I'm doing this for certain audiences. There's audience composition too. Sometimes it's done by demographic. You know what demographic means? You tell them what demographic is.
The demographic is like section off groups where, like, if you talk about demographics of people, you usually list them by ethnicity or by race. If you talk about demographics, you can talk about demographics in a lot of different contexts.
Yeah. Male, female, 12 to 18 years old, 18 to 24, you know what I mean? 24 to 36. That's exactly what he said. You're organizing people by groups. But now, I'm gonna drop something that you shouldn't even learn until like you're in the 12th grade. There's a new thing that's called psychographics. And psychographics is more of a lifestyle. You know what I mean? So that's more like, oh, okay, the party people. You know what I mean? This is the chill crowd. This is the crowd that likes books. This is the crowd that is on Snapchat, whereas this is the crowd that's on Facebook. You know what I mean? So psychographics is more of like a lifestyle thing. So because now if now we have the internet, so if kids in Africa are listening to the same thing as kids in the Dominican Republic, and they're listening to the same thing as kids in Sweden, or listening to the same thing as kids in the Bronx, right? Everybody's listening to, in New York, I Millie Rock, right? Even if they're not in New York, then the demographic may not even matter. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Is more of the thing. Okay, all right, now we're getting too deep because I don't want you guys like 12th grade stuff. What do you think? If you start now, by the time you're my age, right? Let me talk what you understand. You can be a billionaire, okay? But the difference is you have to practice, right? Discipline is where you stay out of trouble. Is you don't make decisions that will, you don't hang with the wrong crowd. I'm just being real for a second, because if you hang with the wrong crowd, you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna take you away from, you know what I mean, from this development. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna take you away from this development. You won't get a chance to become that person that you can be, to create that really dope stuff and to make a certain impact. You know what I'm saying? So you stay away from the wrong crowd. If you listen, you call me old, but guess what? This old man knows a lot of stuff. He knows a lot of stuff. I know Roger knows a lot of stuff. What's your name again?
Eric.
Eric's going to the top university for anything almost. You know what I'm saying? In the whole, probably the world, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Without having to pay. You know what I'm saying? You know what that means? That means he knows a lot of stuff. That means you want to listen. No, I'm serious. You want to listen because the thing. No, you too probably. Yeah, you probably do. Well, guess what? Oh, okay. But the thing is this. Whenever you see somebody, let's say a Kendrick, or when you see a Kendrick get a #1 or a thing, he knows something that other people don't know. You see what I'm saying? And the only way is he spends a lot of time and he doesn't let anybody get in his way, right? That he only sticks to the people or the influences that will put him in the right direction. So when somebody cares about you and they're like, hey, don't do this, don't do that. My man, when you're out there, I said you can have any drink you want except for which drink? Yeah, exactly. You know why? Well, no, so you have a chance to be better than me. You know what I'm saying? You catch what I'm saying? So you can be better than me, but if at a young age, if you don't start working on, you know what I'm saying? You catch what I'm saying? So the thing is this, is finding people like that in your life, right? Finding people like that in your life. Like, was it Mr. Brother Smith? Oh, you don't say Mr. but say Brother Smith. Yeah. Oh wow, I like that. Brother Smith and Brother Maloney. You see what I'm saying? Is who will put you in the right direction? Who you actually care? Who they're making sacrifices in their lives, and you know what I mean, in order to make sure that you're good. Want to know the story of Mask Off? Is the label wanted was a Draco. You know Draco, the song Draco by Future. They were gonna go to radio with that. The first week we did a This Is Future, like a playlist. Mask Off was the least skipped, so I could see the skip rate that nobody was skipping Mask Off, right? So I'm telling the label, I'm like, they're like, oh, we're pushing Drake. I'm like, sorry, this Mask Off record it's been we've never seen anything like it at the time. Well, I'm exaggerating. We have seen stuff like it, but I use data, right? I use your behavior as a user, right, to make that decision. But now without that data, we would have gone the wrong way, right? We would have gone the wrong way with the wrong song, and you guys would have been like, yo, Future's trash, oh, he hasn't had a hit in how long? It's because all the attention or the exposure or the promotion or, you know, the push was going to the wrong song. So if somebody didn't make the code, right, in order for us to have the tool, right? You see where this is going? Somebody created input, so the output was a tool that we can pick up on this. It's almost like inventing something. Somebody invented this. Somebody was like, oh, yo, you know what would be cool? Instead of having to use candles and fire, we could use a light bulb. And it'll light up a room, and then we can have light even at night, right? And then we don't have to have a fire. You see what I'm saying? Like, and then they said, oh, how do we do this? And then, pop. They said, well, this is what we need. This is what we need. We need this, and once we have this, we have enough stuff to make this idea, right? And that's basically what you guys are studying. You're like, hey, I want to create a way that I don't have to walk all the way over there to get another juice, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put wheels on this, and I'm gonna put a remote control on this table, and I'm gonna create a remote control so I can send this table to go get. But now I have a problem. How do I get the table to reach into the refrigerator to pull the juice? Because I can bring it back. So that's where the creative problem solving happens. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That's when you're like, okay, I need information, I need data, I need. You catch? You catch? Are we on the same page? You catch? So that's how things happen. That's how. And then creativity is really, really important. I'll tell you why. Because what happens is, you know how like if somebody's like there's a new dance, then everybody does the dance, right? Right? Because that's like human nature. Yeah. Serious dances. Yeah. But the new dances that pop off are the ones that get your attention. You see what I'm saying? The ones that have a little bit of creativity. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is this. So you have the opportunity to be that person. But if you're turning up, if you're doing a dance, it may not need to make sense. That's but the thing is this. But this is the deal. Is this don't need to make sense? But there's an issue going on. Is that there has to be balance. You see what I'm saying? Just like if you eat too much, you gain a lot of weight, right? If you eat in moderation or you eat different types of food, right? Then guess what? You can be like fit. You're gonna look good, etc. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be fast runner or play a good ball or whatever. But guess what? What happens is, so you're 100% right about that, right? But there's a place for that as long as there's balance. So that's like eating all dessert. You see what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? No, there is. This is the reality, and this is what basically the culture is going through right now is striking that balance. That's why Kendrick is so important. You know what I mean? That's why you guys wouldn't know JID, still know, but there's a lot of these young guys that's important that they get opportunities in order to balance out. You see what I'm saying? So it's which applies, by the way, balance applies to everything. Everything, balance. Yeah, balance.